Another good week of sales. Want to know what sold? Stay tuned. Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Three Queens Resale, and if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. It does mean a lot to me as I work on building my YouTube community, and if you're returning, welcome back, besties. I love my reseller besties. Thanks for joining me. It does mean a lot to me as I work on building this community full of absolutely awesome, positive resellers. So those of you who are commenting and interacting with the videos, I do appreciate it so much. It boosts my video up in what is called the algorithm search. Oh, I don't know. I'm throwing out these words like I know. I don't know. But I know when you comment, communicate, interact, I get more views. So if you could continue to do that, and so anyone looking for a new reseller bestie, wanting to learn about reselling, they can find me, we can find them, and we can make our circle bigger, because the bigger our community is, the more ideas and information we can trade with each other. So with all that said, today's video is a what sold video. So if you like what sold videos, hit the like button and let's get into it. I will be sharing, and I'm trying out new eyeshadow, so let me know what you think. Too much? I wear glasses, so I'm trying to like make my eyes pop. But yeah, a few, maybe a miss, I don't know. But yeah, I got a new palette from the Morphe store in Vegas. I was in Vegas last weekend, so that is why this video is late. See, when you join the Reseller Bestie Club, you get all the Reseller Bestie tea about Stephanie. So let's get into it, starting with Saturday, January 15th. The first thing, I had one sale, and it was on Macari. These Old West Jamma Girls Western Cowgirl boots. They sold for $30, and after the $4.17 in fees, I was left with $25.83. And those were a pickup from the bins, and they had been listed since December. They were part of my listing challenge, which is linked up above, so go check that video out. I'm going to be doing another challenge, like weekly challenges here in February, me and a few of my viewers, so we'll post those so that you can like join in with us and we can share progress. Moving on to January 16th, Sunday. On Poshmark, I had 6 sales in total. The first 5 were on Poshmark and then Macari. So Lane Bryant, this Lane Bryant dress pants size 18, they sold for $9 after the $2.95 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount. I was left with $4.55. Those I had since like 2 Aprils ago. So what would that have been, like 2019? A long time. They were one of my first pickups, and I still pick up Lane Bryant, but more of the like trendy pieces, not the career pieces. So I would still pick up Lane Bryant. That I've had other Lane Bryant that came and went. So, but these were career pants. Next were these unbranded sandals, size 8. They were in a thread-up box. Haven't done a thread-up shoe box in a while, so maybe I'll go back. I'll do another unboxing video. But they were $8, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $5.05. Then I sold these Blahnick charcoal gray leggings, size extra small. I had picked these up at a consignment shop. They might have been in my last consignment shop haul, but they were listed in December. They sold for $33, and after the $6.60 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $24.90. Then on Poshmark, also, I had this London Fog tan 3-button long coat, size 3X. This was a bins pickup. Whenever I see like larger coats at the bins, or even at Dollar Day, because these larger coats do weigh, and the bins are by the pound. So if you're shopping Dollar Day sales, make sure you check out the heavier items like those coats and blazers and jackets, because though you're actually getting them cheaper at $1 a day than you would at the bins because of the weight. But anyway, had been listed since December. So for $25, after the $5 in fees, I was left with, and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $18.56, or $18.50. My zero looked like a six. And then the next was this Pendleton Houndstooth blazer. It had been listed since April. I don't remember where I got it from. I think it was $1 a day sale. It sold for $6 after the $2.95 fees and the $1.50 shipping discount. I was only left with $1.55, but it had very little interest, so it was a swing and a miss. It happens. And then on Macari, these Dr. Scholl's wedge ankle boots, size 7.5, they sold for $15, and after the $2.24 in fees and the I was left with $12.76. On Macari, they did have to pay the USPS shipping, which I believe was like $14. Those had been listed since December, and they were at Ben's pickup. So for those 6 items, I made $67.31 on Sunday. Then on Monday, June 17th, I had 8 sales, and the first one were these Kyodan yoga workout athletic leggings. They sold for $8, and after the $2.95 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $3.55. Those had been listed since October. Next was this odd Molly long sleeve top. It had been listed since December. It sold for $19, and after the $3.80 in fees, I was left with $15.20. Then next on Poshmark was this Alex Evening open front 2-piece like tank cardigan set. It was a size extra large. It had been listed since October. It sold for $14, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $11.05. On Macari, I sold the Staccato striped top, size large. This was my top. As I've mentioned in the past, I've been sorting through my clothing and trying to get rid of things that I don't wear or just aren't my style anymore, or I don't like how they look on me. I have gained a little weight. I'm actually like back up to my big girl size. I think I'm the biggest that I've ever been, so I'm good. I just eat all the time. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. It's been a year. I lost my dad, and I've just been eating. But I'm gonna turn around because it's not good for me. But anyway, it sold for $20 on Macari, and after the $2.88 in fees, I was left with $17.12. Then on Poshmark, I had a bundle of 2 items. The first was this Cambia Moto Hawaiian shirt, which I picked up when I was in Vegas with my sister, who is Queen Lemon Cake on Instagram. We went sourcing at Savers because we don't have Savers here in Central Indiana, and so we always hear about resellers talk about Savers. So we took a day and took an Uber over to a Savers not far from the Strip, whatever the closest one to the Strip was, and went thrifting. I had planned to do that this time I was in Vegas with my husband, but I have got some issues with my left foot. It's just been bothering me, and so I just didn't want to do it with all the walking we were already doing, just to go stand on it. My husband kind of wanted me to just hang out with him, so that's what I did. But then the next was this Donnie Gray like robe cardigan thing, duster cardigan thing. I got this in a FabFitFun box, and if you are interested in trying out FabFitFun, I do have a link down below in my description. I think you get like $10 off your first box, and then I get $10 off a box, or I don't know. But it was an item that I had, and I tried it on, but I never used it. I'm not really a robe person, so I sold it. So those 2 items together were $27. After the $5.40 in fees, I was left with $21.60. Then on Poshmark, I sold the Spartina shift dress. cream size large. It was new with tags. And if you have watched my Get Started on Poshmark Today video, that was the item that I did in the video. I did a listing for it in the video and it sold the next day. Unfortunately, I was delayed in the shipping video, so I had already shipped it before I did the shipping video, but it would have been really cool if I could have waited a day or two to ship it so I could have had that same item in my shipping video. But it sold for $55. If you remember from that video, I had it listed for $65 and got an offer for $55. So after the $11 in fees, I was left with $44 and I was super stoked. Then on Poshmark, I sold these Victoria's Secret stockings that were new in the package. It is hard to find stockings when you want a pair of like nice stockings anymore. So if you're out at the thrift or at the bins or a consignment shop and you see new in package stockings, especially from like a brand like Victoria's Secrets, I would grab them. They're normally not more than $1. And this is like the second or third time I've sold Victoria's Secret stockings, pantyhose, whatever, thigh highs. And they sold for $24. And after the $4.80 in fees, I was left with $19.20. Then on Poshmark, and those had been listed since December. I sold these Gap. Actually, they had been listed since January. Those Victoria's Secret stocking pantyhose. Then next was this Gap cardigan large. It was a bins pickup. I do like to pick up substantial pieces from Gap, like cardigans, nice chunky knit sweaters. The Gap, our Gap in our mall here is closing down. I don't know why, because I feel like they do brisk business, but I don't know. You know, the economy is crazy. But I feel like Gap is like pricey. I haven't bought things full price for myself out of there in a long time. But my daughter Jackie, I do buy kids Gap items, and I feel like it's like pretty expensive. So if you can find those substantial pieces for cheap, don't spend a lot of money on them. For cheap, $1, $2, they will flip. So this cardigan sold for $20 after the $4 in fees. I was left with $16, bringing my Monday total to $147.72 for those 8 items. On Tuesday, January 18th, I also sold 8 items. Let's see. And they were from all over the place, so I'll go through. The first is this Poshmark item that has been listed since December. These cut from the cloth jeans, size 18W. They sold for $16, and after the $3.20 in fees, I was left with $12.80. Cut from the cloth is a brand that of denim that I'm going to move away from unless it's in new condition or a larger size. I am really working on trying to list new pieces, or the items that I list now. I'm trying to work on items that will sell for $30 or more. Next were these IKEA Merit curtains. I still have another pair. I picked up 2 pair at the bins that were new in the package. They had been listed since November. I probably had them since October. My husband does take all my photographs for me, and things that are not clothing, he keeps skipping over. Like, we keep skipping over them, and I'll be like, photograph this. So actually, I ended up photographing them one day, a bunch of items like that, like sunglasses and like belts and random things that were not, clothing that is hung. I just photographed it here in my office and popped those pictures up because I wanted to get those sold like ASAP. So they sold for $28 after the $5 in fees. I was left with $1 in the $1.50 shipping discount. I was left with $20.90. So a great flip for that because they were pretty heavy. I think they were like 3 pounds, but I got for both pairs. So I have 2 pair, another pair still left to sell. And I got a bunch of other stuff that day at the bins as well. On Poshmark, I sold these Aerosoles ankle boots, size 7. They had been listed since December. They sold for $32, which is awesome for Aerosoles. So I would look up comps on them. And also, I've been trying to really look at comps and find my exact item in my exact size and see what it's going for, or items very similar, so I can hone in and get the most out of an item. Um, since I am trying to make a full-time income out of this for me and my husband, um, I want to make sure that we don't leave any money on the table and that we can, profit as much as we can off of items. I did pick these up at the bins. They sold for $32. After the $6.40, we made $25.60. Then on eBay, I sold this Adriana Goldschmied denim skirt. It sold for $20. After the $3 in fees, I was left with $17. It had been listed since June and just really hadn't got any interest, so I sent an offer out and she accepted. And I am like a bad eBay reseller. I hadn't listed on eBay for like weeks. I just don't dig it, but I'm making myself do it. I have listed an item today on eBay, and it was my first listing of 2022 on eBay. So the stuff on eBay is selling through, or I delete it off as it sells on other platforms, but I am putting new listings on eBay. What are your thoughts on eBay? Are you like loving it or hating it? I know it's like the biggest platform, so if I'm going to be a full-time reseller, I definitely need to engage with eBay, but I just don't like it. It takes so long to do one listing. Like, I could have done like 5 listings on Poshmark in the time it takes me to do one on eBay. So I've avoided it, but you have got to get after the things that make you uncomfortable so you can grow. So that's what I'm really trying to focus on eBay with this year. Next on Poshmark were these Skechers streetwear men's classic sneakers, size 9. They had been listed since October. They sold for $15. After the $3 in fees, I was left with $12. I forgot. I think I just got those at a regular Goodwill. I'm not sure. I am going to do a video coming up, like sourcing shoes at the Goodwill versus, I have something in my eye. Oh my God, I had a whole eyelash in my eye. It was like stabbing me, but crisis averted and I'm back. So, I don't like it. I adjust because I don't like it when the ring lights are in my glasses. I don't know. So I try to adjust the camera. I'm a new YouTuber. You gotta forgive me. Like, I'm not new, but I'm working on actually taking it seriously and putting a lot of energy and effort into it. So, as I was saying before the eyelash incident, I am going to do a video on sourcing shoes at the regular Goodwill versus consignment shops versus bins, because I do like sourcing shoes. Is actually my favorite thing to resell, and but depending on where you get them from and what brand you pick up, the return on investment can vary greatly. But anyway, I picked up those men's Skechers because sometimes they do well. Like, normally I can flip them for like, 20 bucks out of them. But to be honest, I was just like, had a day where I was like, accept, and I wasn't countering offers. And then, so next sale was on Poshmark, and it was a bundle of 2 items that had both been listed since September. The first was this pair of Tommy Hilfiger green men's shorts green, and then another pair of Tommy Hilfiger men's shorts tan. They were both size 35. So they got both pair of shorts for $30, and after the $6 in fees, I was left with 24 bucks. Then on Poshmark, I sold this Adriana Papell green dress, size 12. It had been listed since June with 0 action. I'm going to stay away from her stuff unless it is the evening wear line. The dress sold for $11 after the $2.95 in fees. I was left with $9.05. And then on Tradsey, I sold these Marc Fisher block heels, size 7.5. I have been having some success, some consistency on Tradsey. I've actually changed my strategy on Tradsey in the last 3 days. I used to list things that were $30 or more, but since their pricing structure is so like jank, if it's under like $50, it's an automatic like $7 fee. So I wasn't making as much money. So now I'm really focusing on items that are $50 or more, and then they take 20%. So anyway, I sold these for $31. Um, After the $7 in fees, I was left with 20. Why? I don't understand what I did here. Did I pay for ship? For some reason, I have that I was left with $16, but I don't. I didn't in my notes. I didn't write everything down, and I can't remember stuff like I used to. So I made $16 off of them. And that brings my Tuesday total to $137.35. Next, on Wednesday, January 19th, I had 4 sales. The first was this Loft blouse, long sleeve with the animal print. Size small, it sold for $10. After the $2.95 fees, I was left with $7.05. I am staying away from Ann Taylor and Ann Taylor Loft, picking them up, even at the bins, just because I have so much of that stuff in inventory. And so I'm sending some of that into ThredUp. But yeah, it does move. So if you're at a bins and you're like, I would get some and put it in my cart just so I could like have things that I got that day. But then if you start finding better stuff, throw that Ann Taylor stuff back. That's just my opinion. If you tell me how Ann Taylor does for you in the comments, or Ann Taylor Loft. Next on Poshmark was this John Varvatos extra large black shirt, sweater, top thing. It was men's. It had been listed since December. It was a bins pickup. It sold for $30 after the $6 in fees. I made $24. And items that I find at the bins have a little, since the cost of goods is so good. If I make less money on them, I'm okay with that. But even the things, I haven't sourced the bins since I have said that I was really going to focus on items that were $30 or more. I haven't been back to the bins this year, so we'll see how that goes, like when I go to the bins, because sometimes I feel like I'm not finding anything, and then I start picking up like lower end things, but we'll see next time I go. On Poshmark, another Ann Taylor item. It was Ann Taylor Loft, these Julie pants. I had these since September. Like I had relisted them, so probably one of the first items I picked up. They sold for $15 after the $3 in fees. I was left with $12. And then finally on Wednesday was this Guava Lane cardigan top. It was like an open front wrap top. It sold for $10 after the $2.95 fees. I was left with $7.05. I picked that up at a local Goodwill back in August. So those 4 items brought my Wednesday total to $50.10. Moving on to Thursday, January 20th. On Poshmark, this LA Tahari silk top size extra large sold. It sold for $37, and after the $7.40 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $28.10, and that was a Goodwill Dollar Day pickup. I love flipping $1 into 28. That's why we're here. That is why we're here, people. Next on Poshmark was this Daniel Cremieux long sleeve black and tan checkered print men's shirt, size large. This was given to me by my friend, former co-teacher, Adelaide Jones. She is not teaching at the school, brick and mortar school that I was at either. She is doing some cool stuff where she's like traveling around. She's teaching remotely. She's got some awesome things online on Teachers Pay Teachers. Some digital. She's all about using digital media to educate kids, especially kids with sensory issues, special ed accommodations. That's her specialty, and she's got some amazing things out there. I'll link her information down below in case you have a student that would benefit from some of those things, whether you're homeschooling or they're going to regular school. Um, I think definitely there's a lack of good resources, or access to good free resources for kids and who need those type of accommodations. But that's my plug for Adelaide. But she gave me this shirt because she sold her house and got like a van, lives in a van now. So she gave me a bunch of stuff that her and her boyfriend weren't using or needing anymore. But it sold for $19. And after the $3.80 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount, I was left with $13.70. Then on Poshmark, I sold these Ugg snow boots, size 9 gray. They sold for $31 after the $6.20 in fees. I made $1.50, and then, in the $1.50 shipping discount, I made $23.30. I am going to stay away from the knit Uggs. They don't do as well for me. I'm going to actually start being a lot more pickier about Uggs. They're just not as profitable as they used to be. Then on Tradsey, I sold these Monolo Blahnicks, size 8.5. They sold for $139.10. After the $27.82 in fees, I was left with $111.28, bringing my Monday to 100, or my Thursday to $176.38. And so you can see how those high-end sales really elevate the total for the day. That's why I want to really stack my closet with more high-end things so I can sell less items to meet my daily and weekly goals. Then finally, we're to Friday, January 21st, where I had 7 sales. The first, they're all over the place. The first one is this Poshmark Sam Edleman Camilla knee high boot. I actually don't think the photos were that great for these. I should have had my husband retake them. This is when he first started taking shoes, but anyway, they sold for $18 after the $3.60 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount. I was left with $12.90. Then, and those have been listed since October. They were just like a Goodwill pickup. Next, on Poshmark was this North Face Canyon Flats sweatshirt. It was a bins pickup back in December. It sold for $22 after the $4.40 in fees. I was left in the $5 or the $1.50 shipping discount. I was left with $16.10. Then on Poshmark was this Fenn Wright Mason cardigan, size medium. It had been listed since September. It sold for $16, and after the $3.20 in fees, I was left with $12.80. And then on Poshmark, another bins pickup that has been listed since December was this Tommy Hilfiger jean jacket, size 18. I mispriced this because it sold for $8. After the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $5.05. There's no way I would have intentionally listed that for $8. So my guess is that I had it meant to list it for $28, but was going too fast and missed it. But someone caught it, so they get it. Then on Macari, this Fern Bratten black wool cardigan, size 2X. It sold for $11. After the $1.72 in fees, I was left with $9.28. And then these media are also on Macari. These Urban Rebel sweatpants, size 3X. They also sold for $11. And after the $1.72 in fees, I was left with $9.28. And then on Kidzen to end the week, this Buddl girls puffer coat that sold within hours of being listed. It sold for $34.85. After shipping and fees, I made $30.17. And that was a bins pickup as well. And it had some slight staining, like on the arms, but it was an otherwise good pre-owned condition. That brings my Friday total to $95.58. So let's go over the numbers for the week. Dun, da, da, da. Okay, So my total was $700.77 for the week, bringing my monthly total to $2,084.06. I had, which I didn't do how close I was to my goal. I'll do that next month. Then for items sold, I sold 40 items this week, which I sold 40 items last week as well, bringing my monthly total to 111 items. Then my average sale price for the week was $17.51, and for the month it's $18.78. I do want to get that closer to $30. I know that's Rome was not built in a day, but I'm definitely moving closer and closer to that. The more I sell out these older items or relist and raise the prices and all that good stuff, um, the closer I feel like I'll get to that $30. So just stay with me. We're going to have a party when I hit my average sale price of $30. We're going to celebrate. But that's it for today's video. If you are still here, make sure you comment below what your best sell for the week was. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye, bestie.